Next type of tissues in plants are ground tissues. So whatever the innermost parts of the plant body is there, that is composed of ground tissues. So ground tissues are, if you cut the stem, so if you remove the outermost layer, the covering layer, whatever the innermost, all the cells are there which are visible under microscope, they are known as ground tissues. Ground tissues are divided on the basis of cell wall. So the cell wall, some cells are having thin cell wall, some are thick cell wall, some are thick cell walls at the corners, and some are they are based on their thickness of the cell wall. They are divided into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. So when we talk about the chlorenchyma, so these are the cells. So how they are cells? So they are inside, there is a cytoplasm and nucleus is there. So these are very thin walled cells, thin walled. Parenchyma cells are thin walled cells, and they are, how they are arranged? They are arranged with intercellular spaces. In between the cells there is a gap, is there? They are loosely arranged. Loosely arranged. They are arranged not compactly like meristematic cells, where the meristematic cells, they are very compactly arranged, but in the case of parenchyma cells, they are arranged very loosely. They contain, so they are arranged very loosely, and they have the chloroplast, and they are the living cells. These are also living cells. Living cells. Some parenchyma cells, they contain the chloroplast. Some parenchyma cells, they contain chloroplast, and they are known as chlorenchyma. Chlorenchyma. What is chlorenchyma? Parenchyma is further divided into chlorenchyma and aerenchyma and storage parenchyma. So chloroplast, they are divided into chlorenchyma, aerenchyma, total chymas, and third one is storage parenchyma. So chlorenchyma, the parenchyma, if the parenchyma contains the chloroplast, if parenchyma contains the chloroplast, that is known as chlorenchyma. In this parenchyma contains chloroplast, and the function of this chlorenchyma is, they are for photosynthesis, because they have the chloroplast. So they have the chloroplast, so they perform the photosynthesis. And second type of parenchyma tissue is aerenchyma. Aerenchyma. The cells, the plants which lives in the water, they are known as hydrophytes. Hydrophytes. The plants which lives in the water, they are called as hydrophytes. They if they are heavy weight, there is a chance of they may be suspended in the water, they may be immersed in the water. So they should have the lightweight cells. Lightweight cells. There is no lightweight cells in the plants, but the cells whatever there in the water, they are arranged like this. So what is the difference in between those cells and these cells? There is a gap, lots of gap is there in between these cells. The cells which provide the space for the air, they are known as aerenchyma. The parenchyma which contains the large air cavities or spaces. So the parenchyma which contains the air spaces, that is called aerenchyma. The parenchyma which contain air spaces or cavity are called aerenchyma. So these cells are only, they are arranged very loosely. They are arranged very loosely. So if they are arranged loosely and they help for these openings they are filled with the air. So that type of aerenchyma is present in the water plants for more easy to live in that. That is the one of the adaptation of hydrophytes. So aerenchyma is the tissue. It is a type of parenchyma, but in this the cells are arranged very loosely. More air spaces are present in between the cells. So that is the reason they are called aerenchyma. So chlorenchyma, chloro means, so chlorophyll, where it is present? It is chlorophyll is present in the leaves. So chlorenchyma, the parenchyma which contains the chlorophyll is known as chlorenchyma. The function is photosynthesis. Aerenchyma, so the parenchyma which is very loosely arranged for air spaces, that is called aerenchyma. The function is for helping for the buoyancy. So buoyancy means they can easily float in the water surface. And next, some parenchyma they stores the food material. Some parenchyma they store the food materials. Storage parenchyma. The parenchyma which stores the food materials is known as storage parenchyma. That's it. So the parenchyma is storing food materials. If in this, if they are accumulated any glycerol like this, food materials are accumulated, that is called storage parenchyma. Food storing parenchyma is called storage parenchyma. Parenchyma is divided on the basis of their function. So some parenchyma is having chloroplast, they are called as chlorenchyma. Some parenchyma they have more air spaces in them, they are known as aerenchyma. And some parenchyma it stores the food materials, that is called storage parenchyma. That is called storage parenchyma. And second type of these cells are, this is sclerenchyma and chlorenchyma. Both they are for mechanical support or physical support of the plant only. So when we talk about the chlorenchyma, what we said that on the basis of cell wall. So chlorenchyma, this second type of cells, they are thick walled cells. Thick walled cells at corners of the corners. So their cells are, if their cells are arranged like this, they are thick walled corners. Their corners are thick walled like this. So if we can easily observe the difference. Parenchyma whereas thin walled cells, whereas chlorenchyma this is thick walled cells. They are for the more mechanical support or physical support. They are for physical support. Physical support to plant. They give more physical support to plant. So in the there is a chance of falling down for the air or any other factors, external factors, there is a chance of falling down of the plant. There is a chance. So some tissues, some cells are there which give the mechanically, they give the more strength to the plant because of this layer nature. So if the wall is constructed with the one brick layer, that is less protective than the multi-layered brick. If you construct the wall with multi bricks, that is more protective. So like that, So the cells somewhat, these cells are, cell walls are more suberonized. In case of more depositions are there, cell wall depositions are there to for more protection. So last layer is sclerenchyma. This sclerenchyma is for also, this is also sclerenchyma for, this is also for protection, and this is also for protection, but these cells are the thick wall, this is also thick walled cells, and dead cells. They are dead cells, packed without spaces. They are packed without spaces. Means if they are loosely arranged, there is no protection. If they want to protect the plant, they must be arranged in thick layer, they must be have thick wall, and they should be without gap. So that is happen with the sclerenchyma. Sclerenchyma is also protection. They are all thick walled cells, and the dead cells, they packed very closely. This is about the ground tissue. Once again we will recollect all the points. Ground tissue, the innermost tissue which is there inside the plant. If you remove the outermost epidermis, the innermost part is called ground tissue. So it is composed of several types of tissues. Based on their nature of wall, they are divided into parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma, the cells are thin walled and loosely arranged living cells with abundant cytoplasm. And some parenchyma cells, they store the chloroplast, they have the chloroplast and they do the photosynthesis. They are called chlorenchyma. Some parenchyma cells are loosely, very very loosely arranged. More air spaces are present in them. They are called arenchyma. So some cells of the parenchyma, they store the food materials. They are called storage parenchyma. And collenchyma cells are thick walled cells. Their cells are thickened at the corners, and they are for the physical support or mechanical support. And sclerenchyma cells are also meant for the protection. They are the thick walled cells, and they are the dead cells. They are present in the, they are without intercellular spaces, they are arranged. And next, last type of tissues in the plants is vascular tissues. The last type of tissue is vascular tissue. So we know that the plants, they prepare food materials their own. They are the autotrophs. Okay, they prepare their own food materials. So plants, for that purpose, it absorbs from the root, it takes water and minerals, and leaves prepare the food materials. Prepare food by photosynthesis, by the process of photosynthesis, where in the leaves. Okay, by the, so now the plant, so roots are here, so leaf is preparing the food materials and other parts. So these food materials, whatever the food materials are prepared in leaves, they are going to be transported throughout the plant. Whatever the root collected the water and ions, they move to the uppermost parts when this is food which is prepared by the plants. So that is required all the parts of the plant for their development and energy. So food is to transported all the parts, and as well as the water which is water and ions, they too move throughout the plant. So this takes place. So how this is taken place, a special type of structures are there in the plants. So for the conduction of water and minerals, we have xylem in plants. Xylem tissue is there in the plants. We have phloem tissue in the plants for the transportation of food materials. Food materials are transported in the form of sucrose. They are transported in the form of sucrose. Okay, so for the transportation of food materials, we have the phloem, and xylem is for the transportation of water and ions. We are saying that the xylem and phloem both are the vascular tissues. They are for translocation. Translocation is also word used for the transportation, especially in the plants. So in these there are several types of, we are saying the tissue is a group of cells. So in this xylem, there are xylem tracheids. In this, the cells are xylem tracheids and xylem vessels and fibers, xylem fibers and parenchyma. These are the components in the xylem. And sieve tubes, companion cells, fibers and parenchyma. This is phloem parenchyma, this is xylem parenchyma. Difference, phloem parenchyma. So all these are the elements in the parenchyma. So these sieve tube cells they lack the nucleus. If it is sieve tube cells, they are having a perforations. Perforations means holes in between them. So what is this? They are the nothing but xylem and phloem together. Always xylem and phloem is present together. Both xylem, phloem, this is known as vascular bundle. Okay, vascular bundle. So this, if you take the structure of these sieve tubes, so sieve tubes are perforated, they have the plates. This is sieve tube plate, so it is known as sieve plate. Sieve plate means perforated plate, holes are there in the plate, and they are associated with the companion cells. The cells, companion cells. So these cells, they don't have the nucleus, they are going to be controlled by the companion cells. Means tube like structures in the plants, xylem tubes, other side the phloem, both are present. So throughout the plant, so tube like structures, they are small tubes, depend upon small vessels are there, tubes are there. So if you want to take the water from the topmost tank to the bottom to your house, you will have use different types of sizes of pipes, because where you want to joint, you at that place you use another type, different type of V-shaped structures type. So like that, there are different types of tissues are there. So all these are the small vessels, small minute tubes which are present in the plants. So in this xylem, water and ions are transported, whereas in the phloem, food materials are going to be transported. So sieve tube, this is sieve tubes associated with it is associated with companion cells, and both they are connected with the plasmodesmata. You should remember that cell and cell, any cell and one cell is connected with the another cell with the help of plasmodesmata. The connection between the two cells. So one cell is connected with the another cell with the help of plasmodesmata. These are the components in the vascular tissue. Okay, vascular tissue is the tissue which is helped for the translocation of food and water. So xylem transports the water and ions, whereas the phloem transports the food materials. Food materials are prepared in the leaves. So this is all about the different types of tissues in the plants. What is the purpose of different type having this much of tissues in the plants? Only tissue, a specific tissue can perform the specific function. Okay, whereas ground tissue, it is protecting the ground, it is present, some tissues are storing the food material, some are storing the, some are having the parenchyma, and dermal tissue, it is for the protection. Vascular tissue, it is for the conduction of water and minerals. Conduction means also transport. So meristematic tissue, it is for the growth. So all these tissues are present in the plants. They have performing the various different types of functions. Thank you.